happy Memorial Day to you.
Any of your students going to be in the parade?
You know what? Actually, I don't know. Probably between all the different schools and marching bands and stuff. So I wish them hopefully a sunny Memorial Day parade. It's not looking great, but...
But I don't think it'll be enough to cancel it like it's done it in the past. Mr. Ordway said, who was in yesterday, the commander of the Nashua Post, who's in charge of the parade, said that we're going to pull it off, man.
Well, you know what? We have the saying in show business, the show must go on. So sometimes you got to perform when it's pelting rain outside.
Yeah, it just says there might be a thunderstorm in spots. It'll be 62 degrees. Who knows? I mean, maybe look into it Sunday, but they'll pull it off if they can. And for those of you that can't make it down to Main Street, you can watch it on our cam at WSMN1590.com. All right, let's talk about some upcoming events that the school has coming up for summer.
Yeah, absolutely. So right now is the time to register for our summer music camps as well as for summer music lesson packages. So during the summer, the Nashua Community Music School hosts a series of 1-week specialty music camps that run during the day, each with a different theme. And this starts for ages all the way from 4 through 16. And we have a variety of different day camps that people can choose from. For our elementary school kids, we have a Broadway week, Intro to Piano and Percussion, and Music Around the World Early Childhood Camp, which explores the music, art, and culture of a different country each day of the week. And then for middle school and high schoolers, we have a guitar and ukulele jam camp, a rock band camp, and a flute academy. So we've got a lot of exciting programs going on if you're interested in collaborating in a group. If you're interested in just taking some private lessons on an instrument, we have private music lesson packages that are flexible to your summer schedule, available all summer long on every instrument you can think of. If we don't currently have a staff member who can teach it to you, we will do our very best to find one.
Very good. There is a actual summer music program, a brochure that you can probably pick up at the school if you want to swing on by.
Absolutely, and they're also available at Daryl's Music Hall as well as the Nashua Public Library, because we are the official summer music camp for the city of Nashua. Thanks to a gracious, generous grant by the Nashua Arts Commission, the city of Nashua is supporting our scholarship program, which gives us scholarship money to assist kids with financial need the opportunity to be able to attend our music camps at low or no cost.
There it is right there.
So if you're interested in applying for our scholarship program, these camps are not out of your financial reach. Please contact the school at 603-881-7030 or go to our website at nashuacms.org/scholarship.
And they have 5 Pine Street Extension right here at the Million. Nashua Million. If you want to swing on by, their number's 881-7030. Say 881-7030. Free, open to the public, June 3rd and June 4th.
Yes.
The spring student recitals. There'll be 3 concerts.
Absolutely.
It's next week, man.
It's next week. I think our Musician of the Month is playing in one of them, too. So it's great. It's our end-of-the-year concert series. We host 3 different student recitals, and they're mixed student recitals, so you're going to see vocalists, flutists, guitarists, pianists, you name it, they're going to be performing. We have over 50 students performing at the school throughout the weekend. All of these concerts are free and open to the public, so if you're interested in hearing the next generation of musicians come right up and perform, please do join us Saturday, June 3rd at 4 p.m. or Sunday, June 4th at 1 p.m. and 4 p.m.
For Christmas time 2017, holiday season time, Bardis, Duffy, and Iodice, myself, we're all going to learn an instrument to play one of these Christmas songs on air.
Love it.
So
can't wait.
Be prepared for that coming up. Don't get reminded on December 15th that you got to learn something to play, Hark the Herald Angels Sing or something. This guy, my guy, Mike, do you know Mike?
I do. In fact, actually, Mike Iodice is one of the newest faculty members at the Nashua Community Music School.
When did he have time to do that?
He applied a few weeks ago, and he just got hired a few days ago.
Get him in here.
We're super excited.
This guy's unbelievable.
He didn't tell you, George?
No.
That's crazy.
Huh? He's moonlighting.
Yeah.
He knew permission.
I told him, I said, are you sure you're going to be able to be awake for us? We're open 3 to 8 p.m., usually here so early. And he's like, I'll be awake.
He's going to be a teacher.
He's going to be a teacher. He's going to teach piano and specialize in pop and contemporary style keyboards.
Do you know that guy can teach anything?
I do. I'm very, very excited to have him as a part of our faculty.
13 years. He was a teacher at Berkeley.
Yeah, he did. He did a lot of work at Berkeley.
Get him in here. I'm going to fire him on the spot, man. You're fired.
No, we're super pumped. I was going to break the news next
fella. Yeah, look at him.
I blew up your spot, Mike.
You did? What'd you do?
Yeah, I told him you were teaching for us.
Just lean in on this microphone
school.
right here, on this kid's microphone for a minute. Just lean in. So you're moonlighting.
Oh, yeah. That's how I teach.
You can't interfere with stuff going on in the station.
No morning stuff.
No, we're open 3 to 8 p.m. He's only working one day a week. It's okay.
You really can take on more?
Well, no, I'm moving my Tuesday students that I usually have.
Okay.
So I teach only Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, and
Well, you're
Saturday.
a great addition to the National Community Music School. I didn't even know. You didn't even tell me.
We're super psyched. Yeah, I blew up your spot. I'm sorry.
Okay, it's all right.
Oh.
It's okay. He knows I teach.
So,
It's
yeah,
not
we're
happening
super
until
excited.
July, but no,
Yeah.
it's afternoons.
Well, we're going to put another thing on your lap that I just came up with, that Bardis and Duffy and myself, we're all going to learn to play something so we can play a little Christmas ensemble during Christmas broadcast. I'm not worried about me. I'm worried about him.
He sings.
Bardis?
I think so, yeah.
I'll give him a few lessons
He
in
sings metal,
preparation.
death metal. Yeah, what about Duffy? Duffy might be your toughest student ever.
Well, we can give him a cowbell. Because we need more cowbell.
All right.
That's
Congrats.
great.
Thanks, yeah.
It'll be
That's
fun.
going to actually clear up my morning schedule so I'm not going crazy here. And I'll have more organization.
Well, you can multitask so much that while you're working on what I need to get done, you can teach in between, in that room.
Oh, sure.
Can your
Yeah,
students
right.
come over here and learn?
Oh, God, I don't think I'm going to go there. No, I need to focus on radio when I'm here.
Well,
Yeah.
you first, one of your priorities is getting rid of Rat 2 before anything else.
Well, the parts are coming, and, it's getting there.
And
I can't wait.
And you know what? Musicians are used to doing a bunch of different things at the same time. My first year out of grad school, I had 9 different jobs in 3 states, and I kept it together. It's just what musicians do.
Yeah, no, but this guy does not have that type of temperament.
No, I'm a...
He is low and slow, and he's not going to move any other way.
Keyboards, I can multitask. I can do 2 or 3 at the
Okay.
same time.
Well, listen, I'm happy. Congrats.
All right, thank you.
Really.
Thank you. We'll see you in a little while.
Yeah, he's good. Good. Hey, Lindsay, great pickup.
I'm very excited. I think it's going to be a wonderful addition because I can't tell you how many people call us and say, we really want somebody who can help not just with piano skills, but somebody who can help with songwriting and composition and everything kind of at the same time. And I think Mike's going to be just perfect for that.
He can read the scores for all different types of instruments.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Yeah. It's really amazing.
All right. Well, after that, the New Hampshire Gives Day, online charitable giving day. That'll be Tuesday, June 6th at 6 p. Wednesday, June 7th at 6 p. All donations will support the Music for All scholarship program. How do people get involved in that?
So this is a really important event. New Hampshire Gives Day is an online giving campaign sponsored by the New Hampshire Charitable Foundation. And what they do is they sponsor an online giving campaign, and different nonprofits throughout the state of New Hampshire can sign up to be a part of it. The Nashua Community Music School signed up to be a part of it, and all you need to do is go to newhampshiregives.org/organization/Nashua Community Music School, and you can make a charitable donation between June 6th at 6 p.m. and June 7th at 6 p.m., that 24-hour window. And it's more important than ever to be able to give at this time. We currently have a $1,400 budget gap for our scholarship programs that we need to earn by the end of June in order to honor all of our current scholarship contracts. So it's more important than ever. If you want to sponsor a kid in need, if you want to sponsor music lessons for somebody who wouldn't normally be able to afford it, this is the time to please jump in. A small amount, a large amount, whatever you can do will help our next generation of musicians afford this tuition.
Great stuff. Lindsay Rinaldi, she's executive director for the Nashua Community Music School. They're located at 5 Pine Street Extension. And we have a musician of the month inside the studio this morning. This youngster is 17 years old. The school he goes to is Academy for Science and Design. Good morning, Sam. How are you? Let me turn your mic on, my friend. Good morning.
Good morning.
Welcome to the studio.
Thank you.
Ever been on radio before?
No.
Being on radio is still cool, you know. Mm-hmm. Now, you've been playing the flute for 7 years.
Yeah.
Yeah? Yes, no, what?
Usually I take like the summer off.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
I don't blame you. It's sometimes for fun, right? And why did you choose flute, man?
I just liked how it sounded.
Well, have you played any other instrument? Move close to this mic, please.
Not really.
No, just so you're stuck with that from day one. Do you have any brothers or sisters?
Yes.
Do they play instruments at all?
My brother plays clarinet.
Okay. Does he go to school? He does.
He sure does.
Okay.
They have lessons at the same time.
Oh,
2 different teachers.
Oh, boy. Did you tell him and rub it in his face I'm going on the radio?
I should have.
You should have. Is he listening? He's probably boycotting you right now.
Probably.
He wants nothing to do with it. That's great stuff. Your dad's here, too, and we thank you for getting up early. And you've got a flute right there. Now, what kind of flute is that? Just a flute.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Is it chrome? Is it silver? What is it made of? Man, that thing's beautiful.
Oh, it's just a Yamaha student flute.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to get that wet, though, you know? Do you play in the band at the does Academy of Science have a band?
It has a band, but it's not. It's during classes, so I can't do it.
You'd rather study. So what is it you want to do when you move on from school? You're in 11th grade, right?
I'm not entirely sure. I'm thinking between chemical engineering or computer science.
Yeah. Well, both of them pay well. So
You can keep music in your life as a hobby that way very easily, right?
yeah. Do you want to do anything with music in the future?
I'll probably still play.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Well, we're dying to hear what you're going to play for us this morning.
So I'll let him get set up. We've got 2 pieces for you today with Sam. The first one is a classical piece. It's called the Siciliano. It's by J.S. Bach. It's catalog number 1031. It's an excerpt from Sonata number 2 in E flat major.
Okay,
So
take your time.
for those, yeah, I'm going to let him get set up. For those of you that don't know, a sonata is a 3-movement work, meaning it's broken up into 3 different parts. So this is the Siciliano. This is this portion.
All right. Let it rip, Sam. We've got you all fired up here. It's going to sound good. Musician of the Month from Nashville Community Music School. We do this the last Friday of each month. He's 17, Academy of Science and Design. Go ahead, bud. Man, I'll tell you, there was a part in that thing there. I started seeing snakes come up out of the ground. We didn't know I had snakes in the studio. You snakes. They were coming out doing a dance in the room here. I mean, how long does it take to practice something like that? I mean, how often do you practice every day?
It varies week to week. I usually try to practice at least like half an hour a day.
Yeah.
When I practice.
It's like discipline too, though, right? Because there's other things you want to do, but you've been doing this for so long that it's just part of your life now, I guess, right?
Yeah.
Sam Schultes is age 17. He is this month's National Community Music School Musician of the Month. He goes to Academy for Science and Design. He's 11th grade, and that is the flute that you heard right there. So is that normally accompanied by something, Lindsay, or is it his solo for flute?
Yes. I mean, have you played it with accompaniment before? Or?
I haven't played this one specifically.
Yeah. Usually Sam performs with accompaniment. I think have you done 2 recitals in the last year? 2, yeah. So each time he's played with a piano accompanist. So playing a cappella is a little bit different, for sure, because you have to kind of keep your own time, keep your own rhythm, style. So that's really quite a challenge. Yeah. And he'll be playing on the upcoming recitals. Your Sunday at 4?
Yes.
I think Sunday, June 4th at 4. tour. So if you want to hear more flute and other musicians like Sam, you can come down to the National Community Music School and check us out.
Your brother plays, right?
Yes.
Okay. Do you guys ever play together?
Not really.
Why not?
He hasn't been playing for very long yet. So
Rookie.
Yeah.
No time for rookies, right?
Exactly.
All right, step off, kid. Let me do this. I got you. No problem. I used to be like that with my brothers, too. Any desire to play any other instrument, I mean, you listen to music, right?
Yeah.
Oh, and what instruments do you listen to? Because there's not a lot out there in mainstream music to have a flute in it. What instrument do your ears go to when you listen to music most times?
Lately, I've been listening to a lot of jazz, so kind of saxophone.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah. Could you play the sax, probably?
I don't know. Never tried.
I think so. I mean, you're pretty proficient at that. You'd probably have to just practice and do it, Good instrument, too.
There's a different, embouchure, a different position of the mouth with reeded instruments.
Yeah.
So it's similar for sure. I know there's a lot of folks who play clarinet and saxophone who double on flute. Yeah. I don't know about the other way around though, just because they got to get used to the reed.
To our ears, the flute, you can hear it almost like an air breath into the flute when you're playing the flute. That's just to everybody's ears, I would think, right? The other ones you don't normally. There's not a lot of instruments you do hear that in.
Well, that's also because the flute, in order to move the air, you need to have your air constantly moving, and there's less resistance in the mouth position. Is that correct?
That's what you
Sam?
think, right? Yeah, right. Tell her that. Yeah, exactly what I was going to say, right, Sam? Yeah. Okay. All right. Listen, what other song do you want to play for us, or piece, or what is it called? Stanza. I don't know what the correct term is.
It's a piece. Okay. It's a piece. So if it's instrumental only, it's called a piece.
Okay.
If it's vocal, it's called a song.
Okay.
So just to clarify that out there, actually my students ask me that question all the time, so it's a good question.
Okay, what other piece are you going to play for us this morning, Sam?
Do you want to introduce it?
Yeah, tell us what it is.
Blue Skies by Irving Berlin.
Okay. And when was this written, Lindsay?
So, 50s, I'm pretty sure. 40s, 50s. I don't remember exact date on top of my head.
Blue Skies. I think I play that in the morning sometimes with the senior center. I want to pick that up over here while he's doing
smiling
that.
At me.
Oh,
that one? Yeah. So there's a lot of different versions of that. While you get set up, I can talk about it. But there's versions for solo instrument. So instead of somebody singing it, a lot of people know the vocal version because that's how it's most popular. But all sorts of different jazz instruments will play Blue Skies as a solo. And this is also what Sam's playing this weekend at the recital. So it's exciting.
Let's hear it, man.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Nice.
Banging every note. Not a mistake. Great work, man. Good job.
Thank you.
Appreciate that. Thank you so much for entertaining us here this morning with the flute. He's in 11th grade. He's 17 years old.
I think it's pretty cool to hear also the different, these students play all the different styles. So, for example, his teacher, Rose Hinkle, who was at the National Community Music School, she's the principal chair of the Quincy Symphony Orchestra, and she plays a lot around in the area. But even though she's classically trained, she still teaches all sorts of different styles. So I think that's really important to know that, when you take music lessons, it's not just what some people might consider classical music. It doesn't have to be just that. All sorts of styles are always welcomed and encouraged because the more styles you play, the more versatile a musician you can be.
So does the instructors at the National Community Music School pretty much stay there for a long time? I mean, what I'm getting at is, do these students have to go through several different instructors, or can they stay with the same one for a long time?
We renew their contracts annually because they're independent contractors, and sometimes there will be teachers that need to go off and perform for a little while. but I would say more than half of the instructors at the school have been there for longer than 10 years.
Yeah, see, this is one of the things that we don't focus on because as students get better and better, the teacher has to be so much better.
Exactly.
And, it starts to challenge them. For instance, if this youngster, Samuel Schultes here, is in his 7th year and he's been going to lessons with people need to know more about music for more than 7 years to be able to teach him to go to the next level. That is not an easy gig.
Absolutely. I mean, that's something that we try to make as a key point in our mission statement is we want to have the best faculty available in this area.
Yeah.
Just for the summer months, I don't know if you know this, George, but during the summer there's a ton of different music festivals that happen around the world. So often our teachers will be away for a few weeks at a time during the summer doing tours. Just right now, I can tell you that one of our violin instructors, Anna Williams, is doing a tour of Japan for 5 weeks.
Hey.
I can tell you one of our clarinet instructors, Karen Luddick, is going to the Netherlands for 3 weeks at the end of the summer. I can tell you another one of our violin instructors, Mark Thayer, who's also the executive director of Symphony New Hampshire, is going to do a teaching workshop in Lebanon and Iran and Iraq for 5 weeks during the summer. So they all bring back this wonderful experience and this next level, teaching prowess to draw from.
Somebody else has to step in for them and take them for where they left the student off.
Absolutely. So during the summer, what we do to make sure that those students who want to continue studying have the opportunity to do so is we offer lessons with special guest instructors just for the summer to kind of fill in those little breaks, which is really good. It's important to have a relationship with your teacher, but I think it's even more important to get different modes of opinion on what you're doing.
Of course. Well, we want to thank you for coming in, and I'm glad you earned the top hat today of the National Community Music School Student of the Month.
Thank you.
That's a good honor. Continue on, and we wish you well in the future. Thanks for entertaining us at this time of the day, too. I'm sure you don't normally play at this time of the morning, right?
Right.
All right. But we found it flawless. So thank you so much for coming in. And Lindsay, good to see you. We'll see you in another month.
Yeah. Thanks for having us, George.
Take
we had
a break.
fun.
Come
Great
right
job,
back.
Sam.
Public Health's up next. We're live.